New tonight, a local couple called 10 News concerned after they received this envelope from the state's Obamacare website, Covered California. Inside, a letter discussing voter registration and a registration card pre-marked with an X in the box next to Democratic Party. 10 News reporter Preston Phillips shows us what Covered California had to say when we began asking questions.
Well, the couple who received this letter and voter registration card from Covered California has lived in La Mesa for years, and they've always been registered to vote Republican. Tonight, they're perplexed as to how this voter registration card, pre-marked Democrat, ended up in their mailbox.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, one should be a little perplexed. Now, this is a story that has gotten zero national coverage, zero from the main three networks, because why should they care? Why should they care? They're not journalists. They're not fair. They're not interested in getting to the bottom of stories such as this, where a couple gets a voter registration card in the mail through Obamacare in their state of California, and it's pre-checked Democrat? How could that be? Well, let's get back to the La Mesa TV station KGTV.
As you can see plain as day, the box next to the words Democratic Party is pinned with a black X on this voter registration card. It was sent to a La Mesa couple who did not want their identity revealed. Sent from their health care provider, Covered California, the state-run agency that implements President Obama's Affordable Care Act.
Now, it would seem to me that there needs to be a huge investigation, and it would seem to me that this could not be the only family, the only couple who has received this kind of a mailing. And it begs the question, an obvious question, from a fair media, which we do not have, what is the information that the Obamacare websites and the state-run Obamacare websites, the information they take in, what the heck are they doing with it? How is a couple receiving this kind of voter registration in the mail with a pre-checked Democrat box? What is that? Let's watch the next one.
I mean, I'm an old guy, and I never would have noticed it, except I have an accountant that notices every dot and dash on a piece of paper as a wife.
Covered California began mailing out voter sign-up cards to nearly 4 million enrollees last week after being threatened with a lawsuit by voting rights groups. But that doesn't explain this.
It's a waste of money because an awful lot of people are going to get this that are already registered and they don't need to. But I can see that, but I can't see putting an X on the form before it's given to me in a little bitty box that nobody's really going to notice.
Yeah, well, this didn't happen by accident. Of course it didn't happen by accident. I mean, this is an outrage. Could you imagine if it were the other way around? A Republican administration in a Republican-run state sending Democratic voters registration cards with a pre-check box of Republican. It would be a national story. And what's going to be done about it? Watch.
We shared what was sent with Covered California. Company spokeswoman Ann Gonzalez stated, "We are mailing voter registration material. However, the application forms come directly from the Secretary of State's office with no fields pre-marked. The individual should contact the Secretary of State, which takes these violations of election law extremely seriously, and they will investigate using the unique serial number."
And the couple says they did reach out to the Secretary of State's office and couldn't get a hold of anyone. Also reached out to the San Diego Registrar of Voters, which told them to contact Covered California.
Yeah, what a shock. They did reach out to the Secretary of State, and no one took their call. No one cared. And their medical provider, no one cared there either. Gee, when your eyes are closed and your ears are sealed, of course you're not going to care, and you're not going to want to find out the truth when you already know the truth. Let's focus more light on this on the Steve Malzberg Show on Newsmax Television.
The Steve Malzberg. What if I told you that